I have absolutely been abusing the auto switch now that I know how to do it. See, the problem was I knew how to do it, but then they changed it, and I was like, no, how did I do this?
Storm is currently crumpling all of my pages, but it's fine because I love her.
Yes.
Like I said to Sam backstage, I'm gonna be chewing gum today because my bottom teeth hurt. I don't know why, but chewing gum helps. So that's going to be happening. Disrespectfully, no. And hopefully you won't be able to hear it. Also, Storm's right here, and she was hunting my glass of milk, so I drank it all. But now she's still here, which is fantastic, but also she has 4 minutes and 12 seconds before she has to leave.
But she heard me. That's why.
What?
Just because she heard me, that's why she's here.
Seriously. Hi. Like, I've been sitting in here on and off all day, and just no attention until she just won't come on screen. She won't show off for you guys.
It's not that she's here because like she wanted my attention or anything. She's here. She heard me and knew I would get your attention. She has come to take it from me.
She's literally just conked.
I am so very shiny today.
You are. Your eye makeup looks nice.
Thank you. I cannot be bothered to do foundation.
Oh yeah, I almost never wear foundation or concealer or anything. I need. Go ahead.
Today I will probably work on my author bio for the Storytellers Hearth, and then reread the outline for.
I'm going to be working on Gay Dragon novel. I'm on chapter 2. It is very slow going because I keep getting to areas where I'm like, I just need to rewrite this. So going back and forth between. Oh my god, she's totally. So going back between like editing and then starting to edit like a paragraph and then looking at it and be like, no, like I'm editing every single word. I just need to change this. I'm editing every word other than like the and some names. Like I need to just move over to the lined paper and write it that way. My ominous lighting today is because it's overcast and I don't feel like turning on the big light. So the light on my desk is actually pointing at the desk rather than reflecting off the wall to give me good lighting. And then of course I'm wearing an orange shirt to add a little extra. That was not purposeful. A little extra flush to my face. So, but it has no purpose of pointing at the desk so I can see if there's a cat ass between me and the actual words. But yeah,
I can't help you.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. She's also sitting on my phone. Can I take my phone out? Thank you. So I can take pictures of her. Because it is quite adorable. But it's also in the way. Oh, you're so cute, but you're so an issue.
Story of my life. It's the story of my life. You're cute, but you're an issue.
Now she's looking up at the screen. Okay. So when I wrote the chapter 2 for the first time, I didn't really know who the Emperor was, so he's just like a different type of evil in different scenes, which is not who he actually is. It's giving in this scene, it's giving Robert Baratheon, which he's not, other than being sexually explicit and the leader of a nation. They're not the same. So I need to actually change it to who Cyrus is and not just this king's shitty. I haven't figured out why yet.
A shitty king.
Shitty king. But yeah.
I'm trying to find there it is, my October playlist for music. Locate it. I was like, where did it go?
All right, that is the beginning of our first spring. You are so cute, and I love you so much, and you need to move your ass. Oh my god, she got up and left when I said that. You're so smart sometimes.
Right? See you on the other side.
Ta-da. How did you do?
I did. Well, I wrote the beginning of a bio and then, but Fox can't rip it apart right now. So I'll have to wait till later. Nice. I got to chapter 5 in rereading my outline.
Nice. I paused here real quick and I was like, wait, is it not cliche? Too cliche. Low-hanging fruit? I don't know. Insert term here. For to show that a emperor, ruler, king guy is neglectful, absent, doesn't care father, by remarking on that his child is tall for their age, when it's already been established the child is short for their age, and somehow saying that they're 8 and think that they're like 6 or something.
I don't think that would be overdone at all.
Wait, maybe I shouldn't do that because it would be. It's already wild that he's taking an 8-year-old on a hunt, and if he thinks he's taking a 6-year-old on a hunt, no, I can't do that. All right, I'll figure something else out to show that he's shit.
That was a very different question than the original proposed one, but yes, I concur with your final thoughts there.
Yeah. I got there eventually. Yeah, so I'm putting in fancy speech and such, which I've been messing around with and getting Rowan's advice on, as you've been absent, with dying in your family and
so resentful.
So
I'm sorry I got distracted yesterday. I called.
You did. Too late. No.
But still, I didn't forget about you the whole day.
So yeah, playing around with family dynamics and stuff because the original scene is just too nothing for what I want. So I'm having an opportunity to get in some gold characterization. So yeah, also introduced a random duke. I don't think a duke is the right title for what I'm going for, but I have to come up with a name. There's so many just dashes on here that are insert names, because I don't want to pause to do name research, which does mean that later I do have to research names, and I hate that part, but what am I going to do? I also brought candy corn upstairs. I feel like you're judging me.
No, I'm trying to remember what candy corn tastes like. I just know that I don't like it. But I'm like, I haven't had it in years, so I might like the taste now because your taste buds like change every so often. So
slightly flavored sugar. What is the flavor? No idea. It is so specific.
Well,
cannot compare it to anything else.
I'm gonna check on chat.
Okay.
Hello, Susie Wu. Welcome from Twitch. Hey, yo, Rowan. Rowan just got back from meeting a new dog, so they're in a wonderful mood. The just got back was like almost 30 minutes ago, but yeah. I assume
you better have done stuff during that sprint round.
Yeah. Jessica says, hello, trying to get 2K in bloody books so I can eat the ice cream I bought myself as a treat. Very fair. How did you do?
Good to set rewards.
Jessica also refilled the 2K treat box with a mix of Lindt chocolates, milk, caramel, and almond butter chocolates.
How does the treat box work? Like every time you hit a 2K word goal, you can open it, or you can take like one thing from it, or what? I'm
I
curious.
assume it's one thing per 2K.
I would assume as well.
But Jessica will let us know.
Yeah, better. Sorry, my brain's like, I started working ahead mentally yesterday and to the next chapter, and I'm like, no, I still have 7 pages left of this chapter. I don't know what I was doing. I was like, oh, I should figure out where this character goes, why they didn't do this thing, and I'm like should have been spending mental energy on this chapter, but it's fine.
This is the first round of revisions. You're adding a lot.
Yeah.
Ironing out things, so it's okay if there's
I've
one or two.
considered doing going and making an outline to match, like editing my outline to match the actual what I ended up doing. Just like
Yeah,
little
I think because of the way you function, making the outline as you revise the chapters might be a really good idea. That way you can keep seeing like where you're changing things, and it'll be an easy reference point if you have to like look back at something.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. And then I've also considered making, because I have a notebook paper where I'm like, chapter 9, need this thing, blah, blah, blah. Just like little comments as I read through for the first time. But I'm like, should I do that for, make a more detailed, like, oh, chapter 1, I need to add these 3 things in. Chapter 2, these things. 3, these things.
Do you feel like you need that?
I don't know. I did semi-forget a thing already, but I think part of that is just I didn't have the notebook sheet open, so I think whether it's the notebook sheet or on my computer, it would be the same purpose. So I'm gonna try a couple more chapters with just the notebook sheet, and then if I end up needing to do more than that, or more official than that, then I should go in.
You could just go in, highlight the chapter names, and then write the stuff from your notebook into that so that you have the comment on the doc directly. That's what I do.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going on a doc right now. I'm going on a piece of paper.
That's fair.
And then for part of that, it'd be like for adding in the Azure Shroud.
What about sticky notes?
Yes. Yeah.
Like writing them on sticky and then putting the sticky note on the chapters?
That's fair. And then I can take them when I've done it.
Yeah.
I might do that next sprint. And then going in, adding the Azure Shroud and being like, this is how they're going to be added, or this is the scenes they need to be added to. So yeah, I actually might pull out some sticky notes and do that next sprint.
Cool. Glad to be of assistance, organizing and trying out new ideas for things. One of my favorite things to do. Jessica hit 1K that sprint. Oh, she says you hit 1K and get 1 treat from the treat box. So if you do a 4K day, you get 2 treats. I think that's a typo. I think
I would assume
you hit 2K, you get 1 treat. So 4K day would be 2 treats.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, she got 197 words for that sprint, but spent most of it making some leftover fried rice and eating it. Hey, that's very fair. I always say food's important because you need that brain fuel.
My lower teeth hurt so much. It's
I know.
I'm getting really frustrated with it.
Have you tried a warm cloth right here?
No, I haven't. With that,
your ear and your teeth are like really connected. So if you're feeling teeth pain, like right here, putting something warm can help. I got so many teeth tricks because of teething toddlers.
Hilarious. I will try that. Catch me next sprint with my heating pad just wrapped around my neck.
Yeah, 2K, sorry, that's why it's called 2. Hey, no worries, like, you added the 4K thing and, you know, clicked in my head. We understand. Also, in case you were curious, I read 4 chapters of the outline out of 16 currently. I'm like, so far, everything is making sense and is good. But I'm like, I feel like there was a part when I got to it last year that I was like, oh no, but I'm gonna keep going. So I'm like, like, I think I know where that is. So I hope that like it's still good and that I was just very don't know. If not, I might fix it, or I might just keep going and fix it later. We'll see. It's just the outline. I am fixing mild typos here and there though, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Doing a read through. I was so out of it earlier. Like, I was listening to Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, and at some point I had to stop listening because I was like, I'm no longer processing what is happening, and I'm probably going to have to listen to a good chunk over again.
Oh no.
But it's okay.
It doesn't sound okay.
I mean, it's okay. Now I'll probably Hyrule Warriors into it. I need no brain power for Hyrule Warriors at this point.
I have it from the library, so I just need to start reading to properly, you know.
No,
I need to start reading. As one does.
I know you're just so focused on your novel. How could you be productive
How dare I?
and a focused writer?
Yep, that's the attempt. I met some other last night. I went to a alumni meetup, and there was current students out in LA for like their ICLA program, like I did, if people remember that. And a lot of them were, or some a surprising number of them were baby novelists. I say that like I'm less than a year older than them, but are aspiring novelists, and so we talked the talk, and it was fun. It was nice.
You talked shop.
And then a different woman, I was talking to her. She's older, and I was just a little bit older, and we were agreeing on the fact that we both write to like keep sane and be able to do the creative outlets.
Yes. Huh? Oh, okay. The fuck, my child? One of my children has entered, but they're just in here until their food finishes in the microwave.
Fair.
Also, my oldest turns 14 today, and like his level of independence is just not okay anymore.
That's horrifying that he's that old.
Like sometime last year when he was 13, I realized that like by his age, me and my best friend, like, you know, her mom would take us to the mall, and her mom would basically go sit somewhere and just be like, hey, just, you know, I'm gonna chill, read a book, let me know when you girls are done. And I was like, apparently my oldest was not at that level of confident independence. And I was like, no, I want him to be, though, especially like as he's entered middle school and stuff. Like if he starts hanging out with friends and everything, I want him to be comfortable going and doing those things. So I started pushing him to be a little more independent and stuff, you know, like making him pay for things at the register. And now, like, he wanted to go to a Chinese buffet for his birthday. So we went yesterday since Chris is working today.
Yeah.
And he just gets up from the table and goes and gets food. And I'm like,
do not need to. Oh my god.
He does let us know when he leaves the table, or at least he lets someone know who then doesn't let me know when I'm like, where did my child go? I'm gonna pause real quick because I want to share this cute story. So, look, he got up and he went to get his like ice cream dessert. I didn't hear him say that he was going to get dessert, and Chris wasn't at the table. And then like Chris says something, and I look and I'm like, "Where's our oldest?" And none of my children say anything. My oldest gets like I look, I can see him at the ice cream, so I'm like, okay, I know where he is. He comes back and he sits down, and I'm like, hey, you need to tell me like when you're leaving the table so I know where you're going, right? Because I'm all for your independence, but I'm still mildly helicopter. And and my youngest pipes up, he told you where he was going. He said he was going to get ice cream. And I looked her dead in the eye and I'm like, why didn't you say that when I asked where he was? And she goes, and I'm like, mm-hmm. So I looked at him and I'm like, next time make sure you have my attention so that I know, because your sister does not have your back apparently until you get in trouble. And he just laughed. But all right. All right, going. As we both scramble to mute things. Everything's going wrong. Everything. What do you mean, my own time? Okay. See you guys after the sprint. Hello.
Hello. I got to page 156 with adding in the sticky notes. Which I think that's going well.
I am somewhere in chapter 9.
I need to decide if I want my griffin to have fur or not. And that affects what the cloak made out of the griffin looks like.
Do it. Why wouldn't it have fur?
Well, some griffins are just like straight up bird, like just feathers.
Oh, you mean like on the face? I think the feather, like how I'm used to griffin depictions, is like they have fur from the neck down, and like the feathers transition into the fur.
They have fur from the neck
But there's no fur on the face. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I looked at pictures and stuff, and that didn't help.
I was trying to figure out like why the lion part would be bald.
Yeah, my
mind
was just like, what? Like, it has lion part. Why is it all like all these images of like, no, that's an owlbear with wings. Do owlbears have wings? Owlbears have wings. Yeah, all the pictures of griffins are basically just owlbears. That I kept finding. So, thank you.
I mean, an owl bear and a griffin are essentially the same thing, except different. Like the bird part is different and the mammal part is different.
Yeah, because Jason wears a cloak out of it. I'm like, I don't want him to have feathers on his cloak. Like, that's kind of like that. There's the particular vibe to pull that off, especially within the style of the dress here. So, my feet are asleep. I think, okay, yeah.
Sorry, it was being dramatic.
Yes, I know. I saw.
In to Fox.
I don't know if you can tell this, but these are the ones that I'm putting on, and these are how tall they were at the beginning. So I've used that many.
Jessica got 497 words that sprint. So for today, I think she's at 1557. 443 more words, and she's good for the day. Anything after is bonus. Nice.
Yeah. So I finished the first page of putting in these notes, and then I'm trying to add in like continuing thoughts I've had, but I realize I know there's split things on it, and it's like a trope, especially to have your love interest smell like sandalwood. But I was like, it would make sense for Rye to notice a particular scent that Jason has, because Rye has basically super senses. And I'm like, okay, so, but I'm like, what would Jason smell like? Jason would smell like whatever nice hair oil Yuta picked out, or like Yuri picked out for him, and then probably ink, which doesn't smell great. And eventually, like, sweat. As they go on adventures.
Jason's a prince. Doesn't he get bathed in oils?
Yeah, no,
and his hair.
He has
his hair
a bathing
stuff
routine thing, but I'm like,
his clothes put in potpourri.
So he would have a scent from bathing very fancily, but I'm like, I do want to pick out that scent, but I don't know what I want to do with it.
I will say I am unsure about most sources, but like I noticed in Dark Hunters, a lot of them smelled like sandalwood, but not all of them. And then Chris and I were talking about it, and he's like, the sandalwood tree is native to Greece, to the Mediterranean. And I was like, it was accurate.
Well, Lanzan smells like sandalwood, but that's because he burns sandalwood incense. That's his like favorite scent, so he smells like it. Like that also
Oh, but see, my thing,
makes sense.
see, the small thing I was about to go on is I'm like, and then I thought about the fact that like a lot of romance novels are about like ancient warriors
The
in
ones that
like
you read,
Rome and
yes.
Greece and stuff. So they would also, so I'm like, did a generation of romance writers just kind of grow up with sandalwood being like a scent and not realize why, and then they just continue it on in more nonsense things? But that would not apply to Grandmaster, I don't think.
No.
Especially like with
But I
specific
mean,
thing.
having Lamanji smell like the incense, like his favorite scent of incense, makes sense. And then having Jason smell like whatever soap or potpourri. So I just have to look up some like scents that would hang around. Not even like thick hang around, but he has such long hair, so whatever he uses to put in like long and thick hair, like that smell's going to stick for a while, even if they're going up.
Don't say. I would have never
Fuck
known.
off. My hair smells like nothing.
Also,
Like
apparently, sandalwood has deep cultural, religious, and economic significance across Asia. So that's a thing I just learned.
Now I kind of want to do sandalwood, but I feel like I saw a meme recently that was saying every single love interest smells like sandalwood. Or maybe I've also seen one.
Apparently, it's a really important wood throughout many cultures, and this has just somehow gotten past me in all my years.
But like, I know there's he smells like victory and justice and the sunrise. Like I know that's a thing.
What is he wearing? Old Spice?
Yeah, like he smells like an Old Spice commercial. I think my little brother for a while, it had this awful scent, was Old Spice. It was like Dark Panther, and he was using it a lot. And we like shared a bathroom at home. So when I would run out of my like normal smelling shit, I'd be like, fuck, I need to use some body wash. And I'd use my little brother's, and then I would smell like Dark Panther. And it smelled terrible. Like it was so artificial. But it's
I like some and others I'm like, no thank you.
Yeah, but so I need to pick I don't need to. I do need to. I would like to pick a scent for Jason and have that throughout the thing.
Yes.
Because smells are important. And I already have in my notes to do a pass focusing on Rye's like enhanced senses and the fact that that's a thing and making sure it is a thing throughout the book, that I'm just like, oh, forgot about that when it's not relevant. Or not relevant, but when it's not plot focused, I forget about the fact that he has enhanced senses.
Yes. It's funny you say that. In my secret project, I have a werewolf, and the main character tells the secondary main character, they're like, make sure you shower tonight so that you're all fresh and good smelling. And the other character's like, good smelling? Like, why would you point that out specifically?
Are you implying that I smell bad, or are you implying that you like the way I smell and you want to continue to smell this way? I love the smell of vanilla.
Jessica loves mahogany or vanilla or coffee. I like the smell of vanilla, however, it is one of the like 3 smells that can trigger a migraine really easy, and that saddens me. But vanilla mixed with other things.
I did, in fact, give his mom figure magical migraines. So, hey, no, you knew about this. Chris has a old curse that is just magical migraines.
This doesn't mean I'm not gonna call it rude.
Hey, now that they're in
I also am probably going to appreciate the representation.
Now that
doesn't change the fact I would call it rude every time I'm reminded.
One of the things that Jason has you to looking into is a way of different forms of treatment now that they're in like a more center. That's like one of his first lines is like, help me help my mom. There's real serious maternal love in this book.
I love
and it's so heavy. I'm like, all of my characters, not all of them, but my boys are really focused on their moms, like helping their moms. They don't have, they do have mommy issues, but not like classic mommy issues. They have a fun time.
Oh, I think Fox is catching up to us.
What?
As another side thing. Sorry, the moms and then Fox. I was reminded. So yesterday, my husband misquoted misquoted two of the ages. Right? He quoted our.
He's watching
oldest.
the stream, catching up, and listening to the talk.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Okay, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. No, so because like I said, we went to the buffet and they wanted to know the children's ages for a couple different reasons, and so he said our oldest, he gave the correct age, which was 13 yesterday. So he was like 13, and then he gave our middle's age correctly, but then he aged our youngest up a year, and she was so offended because she's like, his birthday's closer than mine. She's like, mine's not till next month.
Oh,
yeah, it was funny.
Shit. My older brother's birthday's in 4 days.
Oh, well, set a reminder on your phone.
Yeah, no, I should probably like get a gift or something.
Oh, that too.
Okay, and my little brother's birthday is in like 2 weeks. They were so close. My mom wanted them to be closer because it would be funny when she realized. Or Ben to be born on Halloween, but he missed it by 2 days. Which is unfortunate for him.
My sisters are a year and a day apart, so.
Sorry, I totally interrupted you.
No, you're good. I think I was.
Oh, good.
We can continue talking about your project, because as you know, mine is a secret, so I can't say
I'm going in, and there's a character that was killed, or I planned on killing him, and then I didn't kill him, and then later they said he did die. And I'm like, should I just kill him? But then that would be like kind of intense. Like it's the drunkard that was harassing the bard.
Oh.
Do you remember this?
His death was fine. Just let him die.
Yeah, because she hit someone in the back of the head with a statue. But I'm also like, would Rye's reaction of being like, let's drag him and throw him in a ditch, that would be kind of wild. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think I might have him be alive.
He's killed people by that point, right?
No.
Yeah.
It's.
Oh yeah, no, because the dragon attack, he didn't. Okay,
yeah.
No, I was.
So that's Rye doesn't kill people straight up until later in the book. Jason does, but.
I just remember the quote. I think I ate him. I ate him.
I remember writing that and just being like,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So your question is different than what I had thought it was. So if you don't want to change Rye's reaction much, you can leave the guy breathing and maybe he bleeds out later, or just die. Like maybe he doesn't die on the spot, but he does like die after they leave.
Yeah, I think I might, because we're getting information after the fact from the Information Guild looking into it.
Yeah.
So having
so that's what I'm saying is
brain damage because he got his head. Yeah. Like, you can be like, oh yeah, and he's fine, whatever, he'll wake up. And then the fact that this isn't
Rye is not a medic.
Rye's not a medic. And this isn't a like this isn't
medically
a Marvel universe where people can get hit a bunch and like break things and then still be doing shit. Like, no, that guy got hit in the back of the head with a chunk of metal, and he's old. and alcohol in his system, so it's gonna, yeah.
See, at first, I thought you were asking if it was too much for that guy to just die. Like, if I thought he didn't deserve to die. And I was like, no,
No,
let
totally
him
gonna
die.
kill the bard for telling a story.
But then, yeah.
No, okay. Rip that guy. Actually, don't.
Yes.
He was a bad person. A fictional bad
Rest
person.
in hell. I was gonna say we could say rest in hell, R-I-H, but Rih doesn't.
No,
have.
and I don't have the afterlife mythos is reincarnation in my world. I don't know what actually happens. I was like, oh, because they're
reincarnated as a slug.
I was like, they don't really have like gods, and so they don't have. I'm like, I don't think they would have more traditional afterlives. And I'm like, reincarnation, I think, fits the world.
I'm gonna send you the link.
Yeah.
Because my YouTube is Beam. That's the one we're on, so. I'm so tiny. I'm in a corner.
So that one's not working for me either.
Okay, so then it might not just be because I had to start listening to my phone playlist.
Yeah, it might be YouTube. Oh, I'm big.
Well,
Videos. I'm just gonna find a 30-minute video from Laura. There you go. Yep, that worked. I will share it.
It might be their playlist feature because I had to go to my phone music, basically.
All right. Play.
And we away.
I don't have a. Do you want me to queue up a 15-minute timer for the break?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have to do it manually for now.
I feel betrayed
I know.
by the internet. I know I could just
Wait, why are you
hypothetically
not?
clicked on like a half an hour, 45 minutes, and then go to. Actually, I'm doing this one. Oh,
You're good. I got it working.
okay. I finished going through with my little tabs. Very much depleted them. You should be on this side.
Sorry, I'm fixing things.
That's the amount of tabs we went through.
So
Yeah. And I realized that I have this like elite fighting force, and I was like, okay, I can go back and work on chapter 2. And I'm like, why the fuck is not at least one member of the elite mages going with the emperor on his hunting trip? So I'm like, what would they would be doing stuff on the hunting trip that would. I'm like, can Jason still have his hero moment if they're there? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. If we just make Cyrus the worst.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're climate controlling for him, but just him.
What?
Keeping him nice and cool. I said, you said make him the worst, and I was like, yeah, he's making them climate control for
Yeah,
him.
I think
like,
I'm gonna have them like one of the shrouds like go to help when Caleb the Little Prince like gets but Cyrus is like, no, let him do it. Or maybe the order beforehand is like, don't engage unless I tell you to. And then I can even at the end have Cyrus yelling at the shroud, be like, why didn't you engage?
oh no.
Yeah, I might do that. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah. But I went through, added a bunch of stuff, all those notes. So now I can go back, and now I can just have one page open, which is my new list of things I need to change from this read through. Like, oh, on the next one, or as I'm typing it up, or like, just a control F kind of change, which is like changing Mason's name to Marcus, Nan's name to Kiyomi, stuff like that. Hi, do you want dinner? It is 5:30. That's kind of early for your dinner. And then so yeah, and that's that. I didn't get any more work done because I was finishing that.
I am now somewhere in chapter 13. Emotions have emotioned. I understand where last time I was like, and I think it's fine now. Future Sam thinks past Sam was overthinking. At some point, my head got very swimmy. And so I just stopped moving. And when I'm not moving, it's not that bad.
But
I had my music playlist going on. And this playlist, the actual playlist for this project, doesn't make me want to like move a lot, which is great. But the playlist I'm currently using, because YouTube was being weird with playlists, is my car vibing. So I keep wanting to bounce with it. And I'm like, no. But yeah, so I've got like 3-ish chapters left, so I think I'll be able to finish reading either today or early next Wednesday. I'm hoping to finish reading today. I might just finish reading after the stream so that I can let the thoughts percolate for next week.
I'm gonna keep working probably past the length of the stream.
I've also gotten very tired, like sleepy.
Don't say that word in front of me. It's going to affect me too.
I've gotten very anti-awake feeling.
No, I'm sleepy. It's too late. I'm gone.
I don't even know how my head feels.
But the other chapters aren't going to be this intense. It's just these first 3 chapters, especially these first 2, are just so much. It's just like, no, what are you doing? So, to the point where I'm considering closing the binder, opening up a document, and just typing, rewriting the scene that way without like looking back and forth. Because I'm like, am I trying to get hung up on what stuff can I salvage? And I'm like, no, I think this is just the plot of On Hunt happen is good, but the rest of it, like the execution and like the way Jason feels about things and thinks and different characters' reactions, like I don't know if all this is it. I don't think a lot of this is in character.
I was about to say, at the point, from memory, which of course, correct me if I remember wrong, as I frequently do when migraine symptoms hit. At this point, when you were writing, you were still not yet comfortable with Jason's perspective.
Oh, I had no idea who he was. I was like, you are a
So definitely it would probably be better for you to just rewrite this chapter like as a thing. So, and I think that's perfectly fine and understandable, because like you said, you didn't know who he was yet, and now you have a strong feel for his voice. So Jessica got 267 words, spent a bit of time falling asleep at her desk.
No.
Only 176 words to go, and then she can pass out.
You love the binder, don't you?
We do have 2 more small sprints, one 15-minute and one 10-minute. I think.
We have one more 15-minute sprint and then a 10-minute wrap-up. But I wouldn't count that as a sprint. No. Sorry, I was just checking out.
No, I was misremembering. I thought we had 2 more working sprints. But the 15-minute is the winding down.
Yep.
I've infected you. No.
I was responding to a text. But I think, so I think if I'm just like, I need to just do a normal sprint, kind of, and ignore all of this and be like, I think I might type up the chapter, like do the edits up to this point in the chapter, type that up, and then write from there, just so I can like brain organize, continue, go forward. But other than that, I'm like, I don't know really if I want to save. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna delete it from everything, but I'm like, I don't think this is really what I want to do with this. Also, the actual fight is like kind of weird. With the griffin, because it's a guy with a sword versus a griffin storm. And I'm like, it seems he like holds off the griffin at one point, and I'm like, no.
I will say, I don't remember much, if anything, about that fight, and I can't honestly say if it was me or you.
It's like it happens kind of quick, and then I'm trying to do like,
so then it's probably a combination
and sees reality reflected back, kind of thing.
I do remember Jason jumping in.
Yeah,
and he and his little brother got to have a cute thing after. Well, first his little brother was terrified of him, but then they got to have a cute moment. So I remember that.
But I think it's an actual fight that needs to be existing. Hi.
Yeah. Like, I want to say it's probably a mix between me and you, because usually I would remember some sort of detail, even if I was super brain fogged. But I not remembering anything about it.
I think I need to change it because right now the Emperor is just so stereotypically evil. Like he orders the 8-year-old to go shoot the Griffin. What? And I'm like, no, what?
You gotta make him a little more cunning than that.
Or it's just not a fucking. He doesn't want Caleb to die. Like the way he's acting here, it's like he wants to murder Caleb. That's his other kid that he wants to murder.
He doesn't want to kill both his
No,
sons, just
because
the
Caleb's
one.
still young enough to not be a threat.
Be a puppet.
Exactly. Jason's the active threat. So I'm like, no, I think I have to treat it more like a normal fight. And Jason's moment of heroism is a moment of heroism and not structuring the fight so that there's no other choice but for him to do the right thing and be heroic. Because they're a bunch of guys fighting a giant monster.
This sounds like it would be much improved on the original.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. Also building up the other knights in it, like they don't really. I want to have this emphasis on having the soldiers have personalities and shit, and then this would.
Yeah, because they definitely have personalities at the end.
At the end of the book, but I'm like, so this would be a great place to introduce that. And I already added in like a couple of them having names and such and like personalities. So I'm like, I need to.
That would be so good if like, because then at the end you can bring those names back up. Yeah.
I'm like, it's a little finagling that the same knights would be on this hunt and have been brought on the journey.
No, I think that makes sense because that would be like their post would be working with the king and the mages.
Yeah.
So like,
I think one of them has a third. Like the woman.
Contrary.
Go ahead.
Contrary to how some RPGs handle the cannon fodder knights. A lot of knights they do have stations. These are their jobs. This is their 9 to 5.
Yeah. I already have I inserted in one woman or one knight talking to another, or one soldier talking to another. I need to decide whether or not I want my soldiers and knights. A soldier is a person from the lower class, and a knight is nobility, I think is what I'm gonna do. Arguing like, I already got you off door duty, like behave. To like show that they're structured.
I got you off door duty, but
like literally, that's what they're telling their friend. Like, oh, I cannot stand that man. Pull yourself together, Lyra. Do you want to get demoted again? I can only pull you off door duty so many times.
Love that. Yeah, see, that's one of those like small interactions that'll make the world feel more.
That's what I'm hoping.
Real, more believable. Lived in. That's the word I was looking for.
Cool. Can you hear the sirens? Should I close my window? Okay, cool. It's quite loud on my end, so I might.
I will say I don't have headphones though, so headphone users.
I'm gonna close them because I think they're literally coming very nearby. 1 second.
She has left me, and there's. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let chat know that like I read CB's first draft pre self-revision, and it was great. It had great foundations. Yes.
Keyword foundations. No, I'm joking. I'm being over.
No, like for real. Like the keyword here is Fox could hear the sirens. Yes, the keyword is foundations, and I actually think like it's a really good thing that we can use like as a discussion point. Is that like it's good to acknowledge when your story has good foundations, but is going to need a lot of revisions because a lot of people take just 100% negative view of their first draft and stuff, and it's like,
yeah. I think it's fun. I think I'll be slightly less hard on it once I get past these first couple of chapters.
Oh, when she gets chapter 4 or 5?
Yeah, chapter 4. So, but I'm definitely not like, I don't hate it, but I'm like, oh, there is a lot of work still left to do. I'm like, okay, on this pass, this is what I'm doing, but I will have to do, I want to expand this in the future or get people's opinions on that specifically. But right now, I'm doing a big thing, so I'm like not breaking it into parts right now, or like breaking it into focusing on characters or focusing on senses or focusing on how
Yeah.
magic works, like that kind of thing. It's still like, let me pick up all the things and move them around, which might not be the best way to do it, but it's how I'm doing it. So
However your brain processes it the best is the best way for you to do it. Okay, and here we go.
I forgot we were on stream.
Were you doing anything concerning?
No, I was just working on typing it up. I had my document open and my binder up, so I just had nothing that was a visual reminder of the fact we're streaming.
You were just so honed in. I finished reading my outline 17 seconds before it ended, so I was in the middle of a training montage. Well, not montage, a training fight thing.
Like where
so
you stopped?
Yeah, and I was rereading it and I was getting real into it, and then there was no more, and I'm like,
oh damn.
Also with this outline, I really followed my own advice on giving no fucks about perspective, because it follows the primary two main characters until like chapter 11, and then I'm like, we go into this other character's head, and then like chapter 16 is from the fourth main character, and I'm like, I said if it's vibing, it's vibing. That's where I'm going.
Fair. Can't relate, but I support. With my like immediately 1-2 trade-off every chapter. I copied copy pasted over the beginning of chapter 2 and then I'm going through and editing it from these edits, and then I'll probably pick up actually writing the new half of the chapter probably tomorrow. I probably won't get to it today. And change our little caption.
Yeah, we're not on break 3 of 3. Change, delete.
Turn it off. But yeah, I was like, okay, I need to. It's just like half of these pages are just big X's over them, so I'm like, that makes it easy. And then I have like 2 like notebook paper put in the binder between the pages to rewrite it, and that's when I was kind of like, okay, I'm on my 3rd piece of notebook paper in as many pages. I think I just need to stop it, redo this. I only have so much notebook paper. I can get more, obviously, but I'm like, I shouldn't need that much to adding in / rewriting, but I'm still gonna do whatever it is, and I can focus on length and shit later. But yeah. The lighting in my room has changed so much over the course of the stream. I think it's funny.
Jessica got 396 words that sprint, got 2,220. Those twos are beautiful. Words for the day. Can finally sleep. Rest well with that gorgeous number.
Yes, those are some great numbers. I'm glad that you feel that you hit your goal. What's your little reward in the box? Wow.
Phoebe wants to know which one of the rewards in the box you are choosing. Yes. Which Lindor? Lindell?
What?
Is it Lindor or Lindell? Lindell.
Chocolate.
Oh, I know the chocolate brand. I love the chocolate
brand. You just scroll up. Lind. It was neither. Supposedly.
It's a different chocolate brand, but still a good one.
Yes. I'm just getting distracted by it being sitting there.
Your camera is trying to autofocus every time you move. This is not helping my floaty head.
Caramel.
I'm gonna go with the caramel Lindt chocolate.
Nice.
All right, well, I'm gonna say that we're gonna call it a little bit early. That's fair. Because
I mean, it still did the full stream.
Good progress.
That's a 3 hour.
Yeah. good progress, good discussion. I'm obviously out of it. And are you gonna go do more sprints in the
Server?
server?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Anybody who still wants to work? CB needs buddies.
Company, I probably won't be working very long, but at least do one.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time. We have a book talk
Yes.
Friday.
Bye.
Bye.